In this video, you are going to learn how you can create emissive materials in Unreal Engine. Now I'm going to show you two methods. One is without texture and one is with texture. So you can use whichever you want. Now I have opened a scene here which I have created quickly to demonstrate this emissive material. Okay, so let's create emissive material first. Now what we are going to do, we are going to right click here, create a new material. Let's just name it to m underscore emissive. Okay, and let's just press enter and let's just double click and open it. Now in order to use emissive material, you need to do certain things here. Okay, right now you can see we have the material domain set to surface. Okay, you can see we can also change this to light function. Now if you want to use the light function, you can definitely do it. And if you are interested in how you can use light function materials, let me know in the comments. I will surely tell you how you can use it. Then we have the shading model, which is default lit. Okay, you can see we can go for unlit as well. And as soon as I do unlit, you can see we have this emissive color, we have world position of offset and pixel depth offset. Now let's just do default lit again, and here you will find we have opaque, mask, translucent, additive and lots of more. Now if I do additive as well, you can see we are getting the same thing here, but now we are getting base color, emissive color, opacity, world position offset and ambient occlusion. Okay, so you can work with unlit as well and you can work with additive as well. Okay, so let's just reset it here and let's just do unlit. You can do it from here. Okay, now you can see we have this emissive color. So let's just right click here and let's just promote to parameter, and here you can see we have the name called emissive color. Okay, now if I save this out and let's just close this. Okay, and let's just create a material instance here. So let's just right click and create a material instance, and let's just create an object and apply it here. So let's just go to shapes and I'm going to create a basic sphere here. Okay, something like this, which is around here, and I'm going to move it here somewhere around here. Okay, so let's just check how it is going to look. So in my materials, I'm going to just apply this emissive instance. So if I scroll downwards and here if I apply the material, you can see it's pure black here. Nothing is getting here. Okay, we are not getting any result here. So now let's go again to our master material here to m underscore emissive. And now I'm going to control the intensity here. Yeah, I can definitely control the color here because I have promoted it to parameter. So if I go to instance again and if I open this, I can definitely do a emissive color here. So let's say a yellow color. Okay, and if I press OK, you can see it's not applying because we need to apply this emissive instance as well. Okay, so let's just click this object and let's just apply the emissive instance. But now you can see if we are applying it, you cannot see it here. Now what's the reason here? Because the intensity is set to currently to 1. Now I need to increase this in order to see it. So what I mean by that, so if I go here and instead of 1, if I do here, let's say 20, you can see we are getting that color here. Okay, if I do 1000, you can see now we are getting that glow here. Okay, but I don't want to control it from here. I want a separate parameter for this. Okay, now in your case, maybe if you are not using the post process volume and real world lighting values, you are going to see this color. Okay, but in my method you are not going to see because I'm using the realistic world method, which is basically having this high values here. Okay, you can see it's around 100 here, here it is around 300, and if I show you my post process here, you can see my minimum and maximum is set to 9 and 9. Okay, so I'm using the real world values, which is the spotlight is here around 5 lakh CDs. Okay, so you need to make sure that according to your scene you need to adjust that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to double click it here. I'm going to open my master emissive, and now I'm going to add a scalar parameter by pressing the S key, and I'm going to name this to intensity. Okay, now I'm going to merge both of them by multiplying it. Okay, so this is going to get multiplied with our intensity. So A is going to get multiplied with our B, which is our intensity here. Okay, and now I'm going to connect this to my emissive color. Now let's just do the intensity here. Let's just increase this to, let's say, 10. Okay, and if I save it here, you can see we are getting that color here now. But now I want to play with this intensity parameter. So now you can see we have this intensity parameter. So if I take this to 1000 here, you can see we are getting that glow. If I take this to 20,000, you can see we are getting that white color here. And let's go for maybe 3000. Okay, and let's just hide the other light so you can see. Basically you can see here that emissive is working. Okay, but I'm going to hide all the spotlights here. Okay, and also I'm going to hide my HDRI as well, so you can see here. And also I am going to hide my ultra dynamic sky, so you can see the result here, what I am getting here. Okay, so you can see this is the result that I am getting. Now I can definitely change the color as well. I can take one more copy as well. Okay, so we are going to do it in a bit, but here you can see I can change the color according to my requirement of the emissive. Okay, the only problem here is that you will not get the color, you will not get the shadows, because this is not going to have that good looking shadows. So there is a trick which you can definitely use. I'm going to show you in a bit. Just give me some time. Okay, let's just maybe keep it to yellow only. Okay, you can see this is how 3000 is looking. This is how going 6000 is going to look. You can see we are now getting light which is wider here. Okay, so let's just save it here, and you can see the result here as well. Okay, this is what I'm getting. Don't worry about this. There are certain parameters that you can use to get rid of this thing. Okay, I'm going to enable this lights here, so you can see the result here as well. Okay, here you can see the result now. So this is looking nice, and you can see if I move it here or here, you can see the result. Okay, so this is looking nice. And what I can do, I can definitely play with the color as well. So let's just go to the opposite side, something like this. Okay, so we get that blue tint here, and you can see the result. Okay, so this is how you can create that emissive lighting. But let's say you want that shadows as well. So there is a trick here. Just go to lights and just drop a point light here. Okay, inside this, I'm going to go out of my camera view, press the G key here. Okay, and I'm going to go inside this. Okay, something like this here. So let's just go here. Okay, and now you can see we are inside this. Okay, and our point light is here. So I'm definitely going to do this to movable and make sure that it covers around here. Okay, somewhat around here. And now I need to go for the real world scale value of the intensity as well. So you can see 3000 here, and now you can see the result. We are also getting that shadows, but I want that color as well. So you can copy paste the color here. So just double click it here, right click here, copy your color, and just paste this here. Okay, so now you can see you are getting that light, that tint as well, and that emissive as well, and you are going to get the shadows as well. Okay, so let me just show you here. Okay, so this is our point light here. Okay, it is not going to show here because it's here, but if I go here, you can definitely see the result of the point light. Okay, you can definitely go around as soon as maybe 50,000 as well. Okay, or maybe 5 lakh as well. Okay, and you can definitely move it upwards or downwards according to your requirement, okay, that you want. So this is a good method that you can use basically, or also you can use what we say a rectangle light as well, but I prefer point light. Okay, around here. So you can also go for 10 lakhs as well. Okay, it totally depends upon you that how much value you want. And now what I can do, I can just copy my what we say a sphere here. Okay, so if I go to my cine camera actor, and here I can make one other copy, and let's just change this material. So let's just duplicate this by pressing Ctrl D here. I'm going to apply it here, and here maybe I'm going to go for the reverse color. Okay, here something like this pink. Okay, so now you can see we are getting that retro vibe, and you can apply this emissive material to any shape that you want, guys. Okay, you can definitely make this character as well to be like this. Okay, you can do that as well, and you can also increase the bloom and all that stuff as well. So here you can see if I replace this here, you can see our mannequin is basically lighting here, but I don't want that. Okay, but you can do it if you want. And now what you can do, you can also basically have a texture here which you can use as a light, emissive light, like this one if you want. Okay, so what you can do, you can definitely have that plane here. So if I go to, let's say, so this is used in when you are doing interior scenes, guys. Okay, so you can definitely do it. Let me just show you quickly what I want to say. So if you are guys into interior, you know that we have this kind of shape here which has this thing here. Okay, you apply this here, so you can definitely do this as well. So what I need to do, I need to go to emissive here, and here instead of emissive color, I am going to add a texture here which is this one. Okay, and you can promote this to parameter as well. Okay, so you get that convert to parameter, so you can replace the texture here. Okay, so you can do this as well if you want to do. Okay, but I'm not going to do it here because I want another master material by pressing the shift control D key, and here I'm going to replace because I don't want to replace on this to here. Okay, and just going to add this here. Okay, I'm going to delete this here, and let's just right click and create convert to parameter, and let's just name it to texture, and let's just save it here. And now what I can do, I can create a material instance of this master emissive one. Okay, so let's just create a material instance, and now I'm going to apply it here. So you can see this is how it is looking. Don't worry about the UVs because I want to show you what I am telling here. So let's just select this and let's just apply it here. Okay, this is done. Double click it here, and here you can now play with the intensity, maybe around 1000. Okay, so now this is going to act as a light here. Okay, so you can definitely do this as well. So if I hide both of this sphere here, what I am telling, let me just show you here as well. So you can keep this backward of this. Okay, and you can see what result is I am getting here. Okay, so you can see the result as well. Okay, and you can definitely increase it lot higher here, around maybe 5000. Okay, so you can use this as a, what we say, as a outdoor texture map which you can use to do interior scenes. Okay, so something like this blown out effect you can do. Okay, so there are lots of things that you can do with this method here. Okay, this is just what I want to show you. So let me just hide and unhide this so you will know what I'm telling. You can see the result here as well. Okay, so if I press the R key here and if I do something like this, now you can see we are getting that a plane here. Okay, that light which is coming from here. And now if I just enable this spheres here, you can see the result here as well. Okay, and one more thing I can do, I can enable this HDRI. So now you can see it's basically here which is coming, the light is coming from here. Okay, so I can definitely do this kind of thing as well. Okay, I can make this bigger here, so you can see it feels like that this is the light that we are getting. And you can disable the cast shadows as well. Okay, so it will not cast any shadows. If you want to do it, you can definitely do that as well. Okay, so there are lots of options that you can use, and same goes for this as well. You can definitely do this, that it doesn't cast the shadows here, and you can see the result here. Okay, so this is how you can use emissive lighting in Unreal Engine and get the result that you want with the help of emissive lighting. Okay, I hope you guys enjoy this short video about emissive lights, not emissive lights, emissive materials basically. So if you like this video, please press that like button, share it with your friends who wants to learn Unreal Engine, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done it. I will see you next time. Till then, bye bye guys.